Hi everyone, it's April again and welcome back to my channel. Please click the subscribe button below and leave me comments or questions. And if there's a subject you would like me to research for you, leave it in the comments below and I will make a video just for you. Today I want to talk about eczema. Two of my friends asked me to research this topic because their children have broken out with eczema, and I found some very interesting information. I said in a previous video called How to Create a Treatment Plan, which I'll link in the description box below, that the first thing you need is a medical definition of the condition that you're looking at. So the medical definition of eczema is inflammation of the outer layer of the skin. And it can also be linked, it has been linked to asthma and allergies like hay fever and other types of allergies that people have. You could even have gotten a new pet, which would inspire your immune system to have an inflammatory response. So what is inflammation? It's your immune system's response to an invader. When it's acting correctly, your immune system will cause inflammation to get rid of a bacteria, a virus, a fungus, or some type of environmental element that you've come into contact with. And I thought that was really interesting. I didn't know that it was linked to these other things that I also have. So anyway, there's your medical definition of eczema, and why your immune system attacks the skin is it believes that the skin is actually an invader. So it's attacking your body, and it's not supposed to. So I came up with 3 different ways that you can treat eczema. The first one is very obvious, is go to the doctor. And all of the doctors and all of the medical websites that I researched on said that they would prescribe you steroids. And it works, and it works great. Oh my gosh. I was recently put on steroids for my Crohn's disease, and amazingly enough, my eczema was gone. Just like that. Gone. The problem with an oral steroid or a steroid cream or ointment is that once it gets rid of the eczema and then your body gets rid of the steroid, the eczema comes back. And that creates a revolving door situation. Going to the doctor, getting a prescription, getting rid of it. It comes back, and so on. So the second thing that I came up with is an elimination diet. One of my friends that had asked me to do this video has a very young child, and I thought about that and I started researching his age, and a lot of children do develop eczema between 8 and 18 months old, and that is because they are weaned off of breast milk or formula onto cow's milk. And if you Google inflammatory foods, cow's milk is way high on the list. It is a very inflammatory product. So if you're going to do an elimination diet, that would be the first thing I would try, is take cow's milk out of your child's diet for 30 days. It takes about 30 days for the human body to respond to a new process. So after 30 days you will know if it worked or it didn't work. And if your child still has eczema, try eliminating red meat, which could be beef, ham, and the dark meat in poultry. All of them can be inflammatory because they're dark meats. And then go from there. You might try foods that are high in acid that your child likes. And that acid is ramping up your immune system into going wonky and attacking your skin. So an elimination diet can really help you figure out what is ramping your immune system into this inflammatory response called eczema. And the third thing you can do is add anti-inflammatory foods to your diet. And if you Google anti-inflammatory foods, one of the first things that comes up is blueberries. And most children like blueberries. And here's something a lot of people don't know about blueberries. You can have fresh blueberries, frozen blueberries, blueberry juice, or blueberry jelly, and it never loses any of its health benefits, whether it's anti-inflammatory or all the vitamins and minerals that are in it. So blueberries can be very versatile in your kitchen for making all different types of meals. Blueberry pancakes, blueberry oatmeal, even blueberry cake and things like that. To get blueberries into your children is great. Another anti-inflammatory food is coconut, of all things. But you can Google anti-inflammatory foods and look through the list and see what your child likes and start adding more of that to their diet. One of the things that concern me about the steroid creams and ointments is a child will scratch. And if they scratch the area where you put the ointment on their skin, they'll put their hands in their mouths, and then they're ingesting what's in that cream or ointment. And that is not good for them. So I would recommend using some anti-inflammatory oils such as coconut oil or olive oil. They're high anti-inflammatories. You can rub it right on the skin and it soaks in, and oh, it's so soothing to that itch, because the itch is crazy. You itch and then you scratch it, which makes it itch more, and then you scratch more, and then you itch more and scratch more, and then you break down the integrity of the skin and present a situation where bacteria can get into the skin because you've actually broken the skin open, and then you have an infection, and then eczema is awful. And so by using oil like coconut oil and olive oil, you have anti-inflammatory properties, and you also have a soothing agent that is not hazardous to your child if they were to ingest some of it. It's actually good for you. So you can add those things into your diet as well. Coconut oil in your cooking. Bone broth is another thing you can add to your cooking. When you're cooking anything that's going to absorb liquid like rice, or if you're going to make a soup, use bone broth as your liquid instead of water. It's high in anti-inflammatory, it's full of collagen, it's full of vitamins and minerals, and you can buy it at the grocery store, or you can make your own at home if you're that ambitious. I'm not. I buy mine because I'm lazy. But it is high in anti-inflammatory properties, and it's really good for your skin. And since I've been using bone broth and coconut oil more in my diet, I'm 55 years old and have crepey skin. My crepey skin is gone because I'm feeding my skin from the inside out, as opposed to putting something topical as a moisturizer on the skin. And it's interesting, I also found that when your skin is thirsty, when your skin is dry, it's not looking for water, it's looking for oil. And when we bathe every day, it strips our skin of all the oil that it produces, and that's not always good, especially if you have eczema. So you can start maybe taking a bath every other day and using a gentler soap. And in the interim between showers or baths, you can rinse off with water, because the oil in your skin will not go away with just rinsing with water, because oil and water don't mix. The oil is going to stay in your skin, but the water can rinse off, chlorine from the pool or dirt or sweat, but you leave the oil in your skin. So coconut oil and olive oil and even avocado oil are really good oils for the skin if you have dry skin and you want to put something topical on your skin. So there you have it, your 3 ways of treatment. You can go to the doctor and get steroids, which works fantastic. You can do an elimination diet and find out what's triggering your immune system to have an inflammatory response on your skin. And don't forget, that can even include having a new pet, a new breed of pet. That even means one breed to another of dog or cat. You could have a little dog like a Yorkie and then get a Labrador, and you're fine with the Yorkie and the Labrador causes a problem. So think about pets in your home. You know, we love to give our children animals to have for pets, and so that's something to consider. And also, you can add anti-inflammatory things to your diet. And I hope that this video has been helpful and that you learned as much as I did, and that it inspires you to learn even more. And I hope you have a great day, and whatever you do, don't forget to laugh.